So I'll try and be as dramatic as I wrote it, including all capitals, exclamation marks, underlines. Okay, well, let me just start off by saying that actually arriving in Chicago alive was fate. Wow, the things we went through to have a nice, enjoyable weekend away from home. So it was about 5:45 p.m. when we were about to leave. Thankfully, Mom decided to check to see if we all had our birth certificates, and to our surprise, realized that Helena's was with Dad. So we went all the way back home to get her passport. About 5 minutes later, when we got to the bridge, we were next in line and realized Marla, she had no ID whatsoever. Well, unless you count her Canadian blood donor card. Luckily, we chose the right line because the nice guy let us go through. If he were to follow the rules, we would have had to go into the building to confirm Marla's identity and most likely have our car searched. Did I mention that we were trying to smuggle oranges and flowers over the border? Anyways, back on the road in smooth driving for a while until we hit the first toll booth. Well, Canadian change didn't work, so after going to the guy behind us and getting some American money and creating quite a lineup of cars, we were on our way yet again. And then the weather started picking up. It was spitting rain pretty bad, and pretty much the whole way. But by the time, about 9:10, just remember our time, Chicago's an hour behind, it was raining pretty hard. I must admit, we were all getting kind of nervous, so Marla popped in some Sade to calm our nerves. Nope, didn't work. It started pouring even harder, and the lightning seemed to be moving closer. Mom wanted to know what the heck was going on, so we turned on the radio and to our horror realized that there was a tornado watch in effect until 9:15. But that seemed kind of odd considering our clock said 9:15. Oops, I guess we forgot about that time change, eh? Well, by now, it was raining so hard that we were practically going 20 and couldn't even see a thing in front of us. Just picture it. Mom hunched over the steering wheel, trying to figure out where we were going. Marla in the passenger seat, shaking like a leaf while frantically trying to spot where we were on the map. And Helena and I in the back seat, holding hands as we searched out the window for a tornado. Oh my! I didn't even mention that the radio announced that tornado had actually touched down on the ground in an area that was very close to us. Anyways, as I said, the weather was horrible. So, like the other 500 cars, we pulled over to the side of the highway hoping for this storm to pass. But just in case, Mom made a plan. We cleared a way for us to leave the car so that we could jump out the door and grab onto the fence poles with a couple blankets. Don't ask why. Like a fence pole would actually save us from a tornado. But hey, at least we would be together while flying around on the fence with our blankets. Oh well, whatever works. But now that we had a little plan in place, Mom decided to get some more change for the next toll booth from the guy behind us. Just as she got out of the car, the creepiest song came on, seriously. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, please help Mommy and Daddy in the car. I'm telling you, it was freaky. Then, all of a sudden, bang! Mom hits the side of the door so hard that we were all ready to jump out and take cover. But it was actually because my purse was hanging out the door. Oh man, if I would have lost that, there would have been so much more stress added to our already extremely stressful list. Thank God for Mom's eyes. By this time, the thunder and lightning started getting closer, even though the rain was letting up. We were getting even more scared, so we decided to keep on going. After about 10 minutes, it was still pretty bad, so we pulled over once again, but this time, it was while we were on top of a bridge. Smart, eh? Well, we definitely got worried about that pretty quick, so we got back on the road. It wasn't looking so bad anymore. Yay! We made it through the tornado, but we weren't at the hotel yet, so we obviously had to get lost. Let me just tell you that getting off the wrong exit and driving through the ghetto was not much fun. It was only about 10 o'clock and gas stations were closed already. That says a lot about what a good neighborhood we were in, eh? I couldn't keep my eyes open any longer. I fell asleep, but then we finally got to downtown Chicago. Yep, we got lost again. We were supposed to be in the 900 block, but we were on the 4,000 block. Ah! Eventually, the hotel, we got there around 11:30 after about a 6-hour trip, which should have taken us 4 hours. Oh my. We could finally just lay in our room, right? Wrong. We tried opening our room with both keys about 5 times and it wouldn't work. But all of a sudden, somebody said something from inside, and we realized we were in room 1648 instead of 1646. As if anything else could go wrong, when we're actually in the room, Helena found out that she forgot her PJs and her underwear. Well, after such an eventful night, We were in desperate need of some late-night ice cream. We walked into Jared Deli's and got 2 hot chocolates, 2 chocolate-covered bananas, and 2 sundaes, but it was definitely worth the $28 American. When we fell asleep about 1 o'clock a.m., let me just tell you, the beds were the most comfortable things ever. Thank God for the Westin Hotel. Boy, did we need to go to sleep. What a night, eh?